It was an up and down season for Blake, and after finishing the regular season 14-12, they were picked ninth in Section 5AA. After a win over 16th seed Eagle Ridge Academy in the play-in game, they went on the road to number 8 seeded Watertown Mayor with their season on the line.
You go into that 9-8 game and it kind of feels like a 50-50 game. And hey, if we win this, we go play the one and, we don't really have anything to lose.
And when they did, by a convincing margin, it was there that Coach Tyler Biwan started to sense something in his team.
But I think it's the way that we won that Watertown Mayor game. Carson had 46 points as a career high. We won by 20 and some change. And the way that we dominated that game and executed our game plan, I think it just got our guys a lot hungry for a lot more. And they realized that, if we play this way, we can go get 3 more in sections. So that really was a confidence boosting game.
The reward for that performance was a date with top-seeded Holy Family, one of the most prolific offenses in the state, and coming off some major rest.
So those 2 games combined just definitely got the ball rolling. All meanwhile, Holy Family had 8 days off between games, and I think there is something to be said about that. We knew it was all about our second half defense. So even first half, I believe 41-38. They were still on pace for the 80s. And so it was literally on pace to be the exact same game from December where we lost by 2, 82-80, I believe. And halftime, we just talked about all the little defensive things that if we could do everything about 5% better defensively, we were going to win that game.
They were able to do just that, holding a top 10 offense in the state to just 29 second half points, including a long scoring drought coming out of the locker room. They kept that rolling into victories against number 4 seeded Minneapolis North and the 3rd seeded Marantha Christian Academy, where the defense held both to under 60 points, the 4th time in 5 section games that they accomplished that. It's an unlikely run, but even before the tournaments, Blake was moving with a little bit more swagger after a midseason W versus Belle Plaine.
I think it was probably 4 to 8 minutes to start that game. Something clicked where our guys realized, oh, we can play with these guys, and they got that confidence, even though they're a top 10 team, even though their record is whatever it was at the time.
Belle Plaine was ranked 6th in the state at the time, and the Bears upset them with a last-second buzzer beater from Benji Dillon. Became something they harkened back to the rest of the season.
So it was a game that we definitely leaned back on, and we talked about, hey, we got to come with that Belle Plaine energy, right? That type of mentality and moxie.
Now they will need all that experience and more heading into just their 2nd tournament appearance in school history, with their first coming in 2013.
And fun story, I was actually the JV coach in the 2013 one, so I was at least able to be part of that process too. And what was really fun after the section final game is having a lot of alumni from that 2013 come up to me on the court and just reminisce on their memories from 13 years ago and what that meant to them. And then that just brought it full circle for me, knowing all of my guys from this year are going to have those memories for 13 years and beyond. And that's what it's all about, is just getting these guys to have those lifelong memories from these types of experiences. So
the Bears head to state as the 7th seed in Class AA.
Yeah, I wish they gave a 9 seed at the state tournament, but they only got paid, so we got the 7 there.
And we'll take on Pequot Lakes in the barn, somewhere Coach Biwan has some long-lasting memories of his own.
For myself, I have some history with it. I was a student manager at the U of M for 4 years. So I worked under Tubby Smith, and I have some of my best lifetime experiences in that building.
When they walk through the gates of Williams Arena, it'll be on the back of a run that will be remembered for a very long time at Blake. For NSPN, I'm Fletcher Anderson.